going on, the friends? My name is MTGRates, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver for the Nintendo DS. I am suddenly here in Ecruteak City. That is not where I left off last time, but we are here in Ecruteak City because it'll save me the trip of having to fly all the way here, because that's where we have to go. Because if you remember, I did not explore this whole side right here, and so naturally, that's probably where we have to go next. So we're gonna go this way now. So we defeated Chuck and Jasmine in the last part, and now we are going to head this way. So what you can do is, well, what a lot of people do is just surf across this entire route, which you can do. That's a shortcut to the next area, but we're gonna go normal strats here and go to this area, which is Mount Mortar. Mount Mortar has some wild Pokemon, so I'm gonna Spray Repel. In Mount Mortar, you can find Machops, Merrills. If you go really deep into Mount Mortar, which we can't, you can get Machokes, Golbats, and Gravelers. So that's pretty cool. Let's see. Anything? Oh, we got stuff right off the bat. We got a Hyper Potion. That's pretty good. Alright, but yeah, so you can't really do much here in Mount Mortar. I'll just explore as much as I can for now. Let's see. Okay, so there's an item below there and I can't get to it. Alright, that's fine. Alright. But if you go ahead and head over here, you can get yourself an Ether. Yeah, as you can see, you can't explore this place in its entirety because there's a giant waterfall right there. We can't do anything about the giant waterfall. Also, I'm not going to the Safari Zone. We got called up to go to Safari Zone because we can't do all of it right now. Oh, goody, we got a Strength Boulder. I'm sorry, Ampharos, for giving you Strength. This is not very bad idea, but I don't feel like going back to the Pokemon Center to get a Pokemon who could learn Strength. Oh, nice. Got a Max Repel over here. But now we can go ahead and explore parts of this area. Can't go up there, or at least not that I know of right now. Let's see. We can go over here and get ourselves an Ultra Ball. Very nice. Okay, something on that rock right there. I'm gonna go back around so I can get that item. I thought over here would be like some dead end or something like that, but we're getting some pretty cool stuff. Let's see what we got going on up here. Okay, that's how we get down. And there are trainers in here. Hugh? Okay. A trainer that uses a Seadra? I don't know. Probably not at this point. Okay, let's see. Over here we can get ourselves an escape rope. We get a nugget over here. And there's a lot of these rocks that we can't really do anything about at all. And that's kind of just, and that's okay. That just means we have to go back here later. Alright, so we're done with that part. You're not losing this time. To what? karate guy wanted to battle. He was really good. Okay. That sounds like a bad thing, to be honest. Oh, there's stuff up here? What do we got? A revive? Okay. Pretty good. Alright, and that's all we can do for now. So we can go ahead and head on down. And there's still a little bit more here on this room. And it looks like the item's up there. Can't get to it right now. Alright. Pretty nice little mini dungeon. However, we can go backwards. And this trainer is very important because if you register his number, you can actually, and he calls you up, you can get a water stone from this guy. So that's very useful if you want to evolve Pokemon like Poliwag. You can get a Vaporeon. You can evolve Eevee to a Vaporeon, which is nice. You can get a Starmie if you have a Staryu. So all that's pretty cool. So some Pokemon you can find here on this route. You can find Flaffy. I guess it's not really new because I've had a Flaffy before. You can get a Goldeen or Seeking, and if you headbutt trees, you can get an Apom. Pretty cool stuff right there. Alright, so we head on in this part of Mount Mortar. I don't think you can do anything here in this part. We'll see. Let's see what we can do. I know you can't get far if you go here. Let's see. Well, we got an item. We got a full restore. I guess some of this stuff is kind of useful. This stuff is only useful, like, well, this part of Mount Mortar is only useful, like, after you beat the game. So, you know, that can only mean that we have some post-game stuff involved later on. Let's see. Anything there? Nope. Okay. But over here we got ourselves a Hyper Potion. Oh, wow. The surfing music was still playing right when I got the item, because I got the item so quickly. That's cool. Alright. Okay, it looks like I can't do anything up there, even if I do use Strength on there, because I'll just get stuck anyway. Let's see. What about over here? What do we got? Power point up. Alright. And if I continue surfing... let's see what I get. A Carbos. Okay. Pretty good. And there is an item right here. An Ultra Ball. That's gonna be pretty helpful. Alright, we are done with that. And I don't think there's anything if we go around this outer part. So we're gonna head on out. Alright, so if you have Cut on you, you can cut this tree right here. And look! Whoa! It bumped into me. Wait, how did you get over here? All of a sudden. Suicune, how brave it is, how refreshing it is, how beautiful it is, and how quickly it moves. Someone you seem to be around where Suicune would appear. Well, that's okay. My desire to search for Suicune is far beyond yours. My grandpa was quite into myths. I've heard so many stories about Suicune from him. Suicune, I won't stop following you until I've found out what you're after. You hear me? Very well. You know, it's interesting because in Crystal, you never see Ucine, like, at all. Every time you see Suicune, you never see Ucine. Except for the one time where you see Suicune in Ecruteak City, and then he battles you for it. That's the only other time where, like, you see Ucine outside of Burn Tower. Everywhere else, like, he won't follow you. And that's just a new change that they added to this game. Which I think is I think it's kind of interesting. There's a more deeper part of a deeper part of the story of Suicune later in the game, and that's the reason why Ucine is after it. Okay, get yourself a max potion right there, and then we shall use Surf again. You know, all these few text boxes use Surf, all to get back over here. Quite a pain. And then we now have trainers. By the way, notice how the trainers have been kind of pathetic. The trainers are very low level compared to where we are right now is because you can actually do this route a lot earlier than, like, as early as you could, basically. Like, you don't even need Surf in order to get through that route. You can just do that as soon as you get to Ecruteak City and do all this stuff, which is, yeah, that's one of the reasons why this route, like, the trainers here are pretty low level. So if you're just following through the game like I am, then you will definitely be very over leveled for a small amount of time, pretty much. Basically throughout this whole segment. This whole segment, pretty much. At least until you fight the gym of Mahogany Town. And so now we're on to a new route, and again, you probably should not have a hard time in this route. Alright, so some Pokemon you can actually find here in this route. You can find Venonats, you can find Girafarig, which I already used in Diamond and Pearl before, and you can find Noctowl. Pretty nice. Too much. Yes, I like Clefairy. Wait, you're gonna call me all about Clefairy every single time? Wouldn't you get bored about Clefairy? Like, eventually you're gonna run out of things to talk about for Clefairy. I know one thing about Clefairy. Clefairy comes from the moon. Well, I mean, that's partially true, but that's too generic. But anyway. You can go over here, all this to get an Apricorn, and that's it. Okay, anything else that I need to know? I guess I should probably show this off, but off screen, I go to the Pokemon Mart to get the stuff that Mom calls for, and one of the things that I got was a Silk Scarf, and the Silk Scarf's gonna be pretty helpful because it boosts the power of normal type moves. Joe is normal type, which means I should give that to him because he's gonna be really good with it. I do have rare Pokemon, kind of. I am? I don't know if I consider myself that. Yeah, I know Bill's an incredible Pokemaniac, but that doesn't mean I'm one either. I don't really play a lot of Pokemon, if I'll be honest. People get surprised whenever I tell them I don't play a lot of Pokemon. Even though I have played almost every Pokemon game. By the way, you don't want to go through that gate. It's bad news if you do. So avoid it at all costs. That's good to know. Sorry, buddy. Oh my goodness! What do we got? It's Raikou! Oh my goodness! This is completely unexpected, ladies and gentlemen. I did not see this coming at all. So here's Raikou. I don't know if I encountered Entei earlier, but here's Raikou. The electric dog trio. Well, they're officially referred to as beasts in the official guidebook. A lot of people like to call them dogs because they look like dogs. I don't know if that's true, but it ran from me! Dang it, man! That's unfortunate. Alright, well, that's my fun with that. There will be a point where I will actually try to vow revenge on those guys, because oh man, if you've seen my previous Pokemon LPs, you'll know that I have an absolute one of the biggest grudges against them. Some red-haired kid make fun of your Pokemon? What? That's a bad thing. Who's this guy? I'm going to tell him up. Yeah, exactly. Definitely not. It's not all about... Everybody has different opinions, and that's okay. We just gotta accept it. That's good to hear, sir. Alright, so now we're on the other side of this route. This is called the Lake of Rage. I don't really know what the rage is all about, and why it's called the Lake of Rage, but people in Mahogany Town are on the rage about what's happening in the Lake of Rage. It's not a good thing, I'll let you know right now. But they changed this place, because, like... You know, in here it was like a whole tree maze. In this game, it's still a tree maze, but it's on water. Like, what is this? It's crazy. I don't think you can find any items in the water, so I am not going to worry about that. Is this the way out of the maze? That is the way out of the maze. I'm not gonna go out of the maze right now, because there's stuff that I can find here. Let's see. What is over here? What is the point of this? Are there actually items? No, there's not. Okay. Alright, anything over here? I see a house. Well, as an item, we got CM43 for Secret Power. Pretty good. Alright, let's see what we got going on inside and over here. You have strayed far. Here I have meditated. Inside me, a new power has been awakened. Let me share my power with your Pokemon. And we get CM10. And that contains... Hidden Power. Hidden Power appears as a normal type when you start using it. However, it's not a normal type move. Hidden Power can be anything. Any Pokemon can learn Hidden Power. And any Pokemon can have any type of Hidden Power. And what determines the type of Hidden Power is depends on what stats your Pokemon has. So keep that in mind when you're teaching. You won't actually know until you actually use it in battle. So you kind of just have to make a guess, and then once you use Hidden Power enough times on enough different Pokemon, you'll kind of figure out what type your Hidden Power is. Anyway, so go ahead and, well, now that we're done exploring that side, we are going to now head to the main part of the Lake of Rage. So this is the Lake of Rage. And this is actually a fly spot, believe it or not. You can actually fly. If you fly to Lake of Rage, you'll spawn right here in this house. I actually have never been inside this house. Let me check this out. Lake of Rage is actually a crater by the rampaging Gyarados. It used to be that you can catch a lively Magikarp there, but I don't understand what's happening. Okay, so there's something wrong with the Lake of Rage. Alright, I see. That makes sense. Alright. Let's see what's going on out here. Wait, is there another water maze over here, or is this just? Let me look at this real quick. Well, we got an item, so I'm assuming it's a different part of the maze. Can I even? No, okay, that's it. All right. Alright, so we got a nice Pokemon over here. And it's probably in your best interest that you save your game. Otherwise, it's not going to be good if you lose your opportunity here. So here's a new Pokemon that you can find here in the Lake of Rage. And Yasha! Oh my god, it's a shiny Pokemon! Okay, so this is the red Gyarados. And this is your only opportunity at this. So, typically, shinies are a 1 out of several 100,000 chance, or percent chance, that you will find a red Gyarados, or, well, not red Gyarados, but a shiny Pokemon in general. In this, however, it is like 100% guarantee you will get a red Gyarados here. And it's probably like the freest shiny Pokemon you'll ever get. In later Pokemon games, by later Pokemon games, I mean Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, they changed the chances of getting a shiny Pokemon to 10% chance, which, you know, it's more common, but I have still never seen a shiny Pokemon in Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu. So it's kind of crazy how that works out. But this is a red Gyarados, and we are going to attempt to catch it. It's probably not going to go well, but we'll see what happens. So I am going to go ahead and throw a Pokeball at it, and we are going to hope the best. I got it first try! I can't believe it! It takes normally like 5 different Pokeballs for me to actually get this, and I got it on my first try. This is what's what. Once it appears, it goes on a rampage. It remains in rage until it demolishes everything around it. That is very bad. But we got a red Gyarados now, which is good on our part. And with that, we get ourselves a red scale. You always get a red scale if you defeat it or catch it. You will not get it if you run away from it. So, yeah. Alright, as soon as we dealt with that, this guy appears. That red Gyarados wasn't acting right. As I feared, somebody must have forced it to evolve. Did you come here because of the wild tales? You're someone. How'd you know me? I'm Lance, a trainer like you. I heard some rumblings, so I came here to investigate. I saw the way you battled earlier. I could tell you're a trainer with considerable skill. If you don't mind, can you help me investigate? Sure thing, cause why not? It seems that the Lake of Rage's Magikarps are being forced to evolve. A mysterious radio broadcast coming from Mahogany is the cause. How do you know that? Alright. Well, I will come after you, but unfortunately for me, I don't have a flying Pokemon. So I'm gonna have to make my way all the way back there, the long way around, and that's okay. Alright, so with that, that is gonna be it for this episode of Pokemon Heart Gold and Silver. And next time, we are going to find the cause of whatever the heck is going on in the Lake of Rage. Magikarps being forced to evolve? That's kind of strange to me, if you ask me. Because why would Magikarps be forced to evolve? That's weird. And so with that, that is going to be it for this episode of Pokemon Heart Gold and Silver. And next time, well, I already said what I'm going to be doing next time. I'm repeating my outro. But, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.